Join me as I dive deep into the story of the brave Syrophoenician woman in the Bible and see if I can uncover what makes her tale so powerful. The Syrophoenician woman is a remarkable figure in the biblical narrative, and her story takes place during a pivotal moment in Jesus' ministry. She's often overlooked, but her bravery and faith are truly inspiring, and I'm excited to share her story with you today. In the midst of Jesus' busy schedule, a desperate mother from Syrophoenicia approached him, pleading for his help. Her daughter was gravely ill, possessed by a demon, and she was at her wits' end. Despite the urgency of her situation, she faced enormous cultural barriers that made it seem impossible for her to receive Jesus' help. You see, as a Gentile, a non-Jew, she was considered an outsider by the Jewish community, and Jesus' message was primarily intended for the Jews. The Gospel of Mark tells us that Jesus had traveled to the region of Tyre, a coastal city in Phoenicia, where he was staying in a private home. The Syrophoenician woman had heard of Jesus' miracles and was determined to get his attention, even if it meant confronting the social norms of the time. She pushed past the crowds, fell at his feet, and begged him to cast the demon out of her daughter. Jesus' initial response to her request seems harsh, even dismissive. He tells her that he was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel, implying that she and her daughter are not worthy of his attention. But the Syrophoenician woman refused to give up. She acknowledged Jesus' priorities, yet she persisted, asking if even the dogs under the table could receive scraps from the master's table. The Syrophoenician woman's background is shrouded in mystery, but we can infer some things from her actions in the cultural context. As a Phoenician, she would have been familiar with the mythology and gods of the region, yet she had somehow come to recognize the authority of Jesus, a Jewish teacher and miracle worker. Her faith is all the more remarkable given the obstacles she faced as a woman, a Gentile, and a mother desperate to save her child. Scholars believe that the Syrophoenician woman's encounter with Jesus took place during a critical period in his ministry, when he was beginning to expand his message to the Gentiles. Jesus' response to her request would have been seen as a radical departure from traditional Jewish teachings, which emphasized the separation of Jews and Gentiles. The Syrophoenician woman's faith and persistence served as a catalyst for Jesus' ministry to the Gentiles, paving the way for the Apostle Paul's later missionary work. The interaction between Jesus and the Syrophoenician woman is a masterclass in the power of faith and perseverance. Despite the initial rejection, she continued to plead her case, refusing to accept that her daughter was beyond help. And Jesus, moved by her faith, finally granted her request, casting the demon out of her daughter from a distance. The impact of this moment cannot be overstated. Jesus acknowledged the Syrophoenician woman's faith as a model for all, regardless of their cultural or social background. In doing so, he broke down barriers that had long divided the Jewish community from the Gentiles, demonstrating that salvation is available to all who put their trust in him. The story of the Syrophoenician woman teaches us valuable lessons about the power of faith, perseverance, and humility. She reminds us that no obstacle is too great, no barrier too insurmountable, when we approach God with a humble and contrite heart. Her bravery in the face of adversity is a testament to the transformative power of faith, and a powerful reminder that God's love is available to all, regardless of our background or circumstances. So what do you think about the Syrophoenician woman's story? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below, and if you're interested in learning more about influential women in the Bible, be sure to check out our next video.